Hot in it. Bit. Hello and welcome to the Conquest Cup 2023. We're here at the home of Maidstone United, the Gallagher Stadium for Wilcox 11 versus the father Wilcox 11. So much to get into before the game kicks off at 2:10, speaking to the captains and the managers of the two teams. Of course, all raising money for the British Heart Foundation. Link to that you can donate from home in the description down below. So much to come. Kick off in around 15 minutes time. Bring you some interviews before that as well. Players behind me just warming up. We'll bring you to those interviews in just a few moments time. I believe so.
Can we go block?
Yeah, you should give it on. Yeah, they lost his granddad to a heart attack. So I'm here with Josh. Well done again. Second year running, a win in the first game as well last year. Are you confident you can go and do it again?
Yes, definitely. They've got a stronger team though, so I don't think it'll be as easy. I don't think we'll win by as much this year. I think it'll be a lot closer game, but I think I'm confident. I'm not. Obviously, if we go a goal down, then it's obviously a bit demoralising, but I think we have the quality in the team to sort of pick ourselves up. We've got a bigger squad as well than them. Tired legs are going to play a massive part in this game, so I think we've got the upper hand in terms of squad.
Who's the key player, Josh? Who's the man that we should be watching from home here as well? Got a really good attendance. Who is the one we watch and look out for that's going to make the difference? And hopefully, like I said, bring it home for you for the second year running.
Oh, so for my team, I'd probably go with my CDM, Brad. He's wearing number 100 for anyone on the stream. Very, very, very good player. Look, he's got a great ping on him. He's going to run that midfield for us today. He's got a good shot on him. Should have been my man of the match last year, but we did unfortunately choose someone else. But I think this year he's going to be a key player for us, and obviously one to watch.
Lastly, a little tactical insight. What are you going with formation-wise? I'll keep it quiet because your dad might be listening and he could change his team talk. So we've got to be very careful what we say. But what are you going with? What formation are you looking to play in this one? Because that's going to be important, because I've heard your dad, a bit of a tactical genius.
Yes, Dad's definitely a tactical genius. He watches enough football to know what he's doing. But I think we're going to start with a 4-2-3-1. Sort of play with inverted wingers is sort of our idea that we want to do. Play out from the back. Keeper's not the strongest with playing long, so I've sort of installed sort of playing out from the back. We've sort of done some possession drills that sort of focus on that, and will hopefully benefit them.
Good luck, Josh. Good luck.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
So we're joined by Father Wilcox, the opposition manager. You lost last year. You ready? Is it all about redemption today?
It's kind of about redemption, yeah, definitely. It was, a big loss last year, so we're hoping to recoup some,
Josh has said that he doesn't think it's going to be as big a scoreline in terms of the gap between the two teams this year. Are you confident that's going to be the case as well?
I think so. I think, I'd be looking for a draw, possible win. It might go to penalties, we don't know, but got some good lads.
I asked Josh the same question as well. Tactical insight. I've heard he says a bit of a tactical genius. Watched a lot of football yourself. So what we're looking for formation-wise, how are you setting up your team?
I think we're going to go attacking to start with, but you don't know. We just need to see how it plays. Unfortunately, we've got a lack of substitutions, so we've got 2 subs.
Perfect. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you very much.
We're here at the Gallagher Stadium in Kent, home to Maidstone United for the Conquest Cup charity game between Father Wilcox 11 and Wilcox 11. This is all to raise awareness for the British Heart Foundation. Joining me at the moment is Sean Archibald. Sean, how are you?
I'm great, Cam. It's a beautiful day, mate. I'm glad to be here. It looks like it's going to be quite an interesting game by the looks of it.
You know, players were playing their first ever charity game. What should they expect? How should they feel?
To be fair, I'd be quite nervous being down there because looking at the other team, it looks like they're quite strong in numbers by the looks of it. I've also seen their drills and their warm-ups. They've got some good shooters on their team as well, so it is going to be quite interesting.
Well, looking at the lineup now, starting in goal for Wilcox 11 is Piles. And then in defence, we have Harry Phillips, Elliot Hayward, Ali Chapman and Gareth Falconer. In midfield, Bezaps and Liam Burnett will be spearheaded by Kean, Finn Herbert and Wilkins. And up front, Aaron Barton. On the bench for Wilcox 11 will be Searing, Moon, Panton, Drisdale, Matt MS, Nerrick and Killeen. Starting for the Father Wilcox team will be Kendo in goal, the captain, Connor Smith, Alex Griffin, Nathan Kelo and Ben Smith. In midfield is a trio of Nick Plays, Plute and Ginty. And then the front three of FIFA Addicts, J200 and Glanville. And as the game's about to kick off here, it must be remembered how this charity started. It came after lockdown last year, which was played on the 5th of June at this ground here at the Gallagher Stadium. The game would end 13-2 to the Wilcox team, so surely the Father Wilcox team will be looking for revenge.
I hope they come out here and look for revenge too, after a 13-2 thrashing.
Yeah, some brilliant goals. We saw one from the halfway line from Finn Herbert, who is starting today. So hopefully we can get more.
I actually saw a clip of that halfway line goal.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it from last year. It was quite a shot, to be fair. So if we get something like that again today, it'll probably be goal of the game, to be fair.
That's what we'll be looking for, something special, a real highlight to memorise this great game. As both teams are currently going into a tactical speech here. And we should be getting ready to kick off in any second now. Do you think that will favour Wilcox? You mentioned about them having a much deeper bench. Do you reckon that will favour Wilcox 11?
I think they will, because looking at their bench from here, it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's just funny to look at, because I think they're going to have a lot of rotations, but to be fair, it just depends on how they play their rotations out, I guess.
And then for Father Wilcox 11 playing in white and black, they've only got a measly bench of just 3 players today, unfortunately, to some pullouts. Will that actually help them because they'll be more in rhythm in the game, be more focused?
I think it might, to be fair. It could actually play out for them.
As the referee is about to give the all clear, and here we go.
Oh, that's lovely by Plute.
Now Ben Smith goes up the line to Glanville, and Glanville plays the through ball in towards... J200 is sitting in the box ready. It's lovely feet. And the ball was given away poorly there, and the ball was recovered well. Adam Barton now coming down the wing, and the ball is blocked brilliantly by Smith. Ben Piles in the hat recovers the ball well, and he's prepared to go long. Miss hit there, finds Glanville, and Glanville runs down the line, showing him the pace.
Lovely pace.
Can he get the ball in the box? As he plays it back to number 23, Lewis Castle. Yeah, there must be some nerves kicking off. We've already seen a couple mistakes there just from Nerdfire, who's currently looking to show from the ball from the throw-on. Father Wilcox looks set for the long throw-on here into the box. Ball gets touched down and intercepted brilliantly from the Wilcox 11.
Lovely defending there.
has cleared away. Nick plays, recovers the ball, and then gives it away. And then just smashed away by Kilo. But he's made a mistake, and he's hurt his leg.
And the Wilcox 11 are on the attack.
And it's poor. It's very poor from Adam Robinson there. Just gives it straight back to the goalkeeper. As we can see, another attack starting on the right-hand side for Wilcox 11. And then the ball is given away. What do you reckon so far, first 5 minutes?
I'm quite impressed, to be fair. Both sides showing that they are going for it straight away. Obviously, we've seen some nerves already, a couple mistakes, but I'm sure as the game continues, the nerves will start to wear down and we'll start seeing some goals.
Ben Smith there on the throw-on, but it's intercepted. It's poor touch from Nick Plays. And then the ball starts coming. Oh, what a challenge from Nathan Kilo. And now it's 3 against 3. Can he shoot? Oh. And the ball's down here on the right-hand side as it goes long. And it's just cleared away
When
from
in doubt,
Bizaps.
when in doubt, kick it out.
Yeah, it's been a very cagey start from both teams, but neither want to give up a goal yet and just playing it safe. And it's a poor back header, and it could find Nerdfire through, but it doesn't. As Ben Piles now stands on the ball, looking to go short into Chapman. And Clapham goes long. Brilliantly brought down there from Adam Robinson, who switches the play and just couldn't find his teammate. Now Father Wilcox 11 trying to bring out the ball from the back. And they've been pressed high from Wilcox 11. Do you think that's something that Wilcox has asked them to do?
Definitely, by the looks of it. It could pay.
And now we see the ball going down the right-hand side. It's a brilliant run.
Oh, wow.
But then a good challenge. Connor Smith really trying to drag his team forward. And Wilcox 11 again defended that very well.
That's a great run by Connor Smith there.
And now the ball goes into the box. It's just a swung hit. And it's fallen to Glanville, and he just couldn't get a ball out of his feet. Now Nerdfire coming down the left-hand side. And he just couldn't control it. So again, another poor touch. We keep seeing that so far in this game. It's all very rash, very nervous. And then another dispossession. There's a 1-2 into Finn Herbert, and he just couldn't find him. Again, another long ball from the Wilcox 11.
I'm loving these long balls from the back.
It almost does seem to be working, doesn't it? They seem to be getting a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2. Feels almost like a basketball game, how quick it's going up and down. Oh, it's an interesting touch there. As he gets a nutmeg, and he finds,
cheeky by Plute.
One's Ali Chapman, but he just couldn't get the ball up the line.
That's a beautiful ball now.
And Robinson now driving the Wilcox 11. Can he get the ball into the box, into Spearing? Oh, and it's just straight at the keeper, Ben Piles. Now Kendo will sit on the ball, the captain, and take it long. It's well brought down, but he did let it bounce. You almost panic there for a second, don't you?
Yeah.
And now it's being driven up by Bizaps. And the switch to play works after a poor mistake from Nerdfire. And the Wilcox 11 can find themselves in, and they have done! It's a lovely goal. It's a brilliant move down the right-hand side, falls straight into the middle.
Absolutely beautiful play there.
That's a great goal from Aaron Barton. He's finally got his first goal in open play. He only scored a penalty in the last game. He's finally got it straight away within the first, 10 minutes of the game.
He's falling in the net as well. That's putting your heart all on it there.
You get a goal on a professional pitch. It must be anyone's dream as a young man.
That'd be my dream.
As the game kicks off again, the Wilcox 11 do now have a 1-0 lead as the ball goes into FIFA addicts. And there's another tackle in the midfield from Wilcox 11. They find themselves here.
Oh, they're on the attack again.
It's going to be Robinson against Kilo. Kilo, he looks tired now. He's really stretched legs. And the ball.
We could see a second.
Oh, it's a brilliant save.
Oh.
Such a poor miss there from Barton. You think, could he get a second goal already? And he hasn't.
That would be insane. 2 goals in space of, what, 5 minutes? Maybe
Less than that. It would have been about 2 minutes. Like, so the first attack since they got the ball, since kickoff, and just couldn't take the lead. But we could be on to another 13-2 here.
We could definitely be. That's what I was about to come to. Father Wilcox now, their team, already 1-0 down. What do you think's going through their head?
Well, you can clearly see that players are getting tired. I mean, Nerdfire, number 23 on the left, just wants to get forward as much as he can. But he just can't because Kilo, he's given him too much space and he's too tired now after the first 5-10 minutes as we see the ball going down the right-hand side. But perhaps nerves have really begun to set in for the Father Wilcox 11.
Yeah.
Every time we keep seeing whether it be a dodgy touch or a dodgy dribble. But let's see here if they can build up the ball and get into the final third.
You can see they've even got all 3 of their subs warming up currently on the sideline as well.
Yeah, it definitely looks like potentially Kilo is going to probably have to come off as he is walking over to the touchline. But we also see Barton now there sitting on the floor. What you don't want to get is injured already, you know, playing in a charity game. Must be brutal for him.
Hopefully it isn't too serious and you can continue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, you're looking at the team for Wilcox's 11. They have got that experience that most of them played in the last game. Most of them even scored in the last game. So they'll be confident going in. Yet the Father Wilcox, it's a new group, a lot of fresh faces, content creators from all around the country. And they've really struggled to gel so far, haven't they?
Yeah.
As we see a substitution there.
Our first substitution of the game.
And now we see the Father Wilcox 11 driving the ball up through the midfield. And then he's fouled. Ball goes out down to Nerdfire on the left-hand side. Can he get the ball to Glanville? He asked for him to run the line for him. He does. As Glanville looks to be making the underlap, and it's brilliantly cut out there from Harry Phillips. Glanville seeking the 1-2. Nerdfire looking to return in kind. Ball goes in the box, finds Kilo.
Oh.
Kilo with the cross in, and it just doesn't find anyone. There are best move so far from the Father Wilcox side.
Definitely.
And then pressing high, Wilcox win the ball back, and could they start to? Oh, it's brilliantly recovered there from Connor Smith. And they ask for the forward ball, but Phillips intervenes. And now it's a 4v4 if you can get round his man. But it's a selfish run. He tried to almost look too flashy by kicking it round his man. You could see the frustration from Finn there. He wanted the ball into his feet, and he just couldn't get it. Now Kendo goes back to his centre half. The ball is just smashed long. But Father Wilcox again retained the ball, and Glanville was free on the left-hand side. He gets it. He just couldn't bring it down straight away, and now we'll be looking at a crossing scenario. It's gone short.
Plute with a crack. Oh.
And then Glute is receiving some abuse from the fans today for that cross. They had so many in the box there, and they just couldn't make him pay.
Yeah. That's unfortunate though, by Plute.
Kilo has now moved into defensive midfield after a clear struggle almost at centre half. Do you think that will benefit the Wilcox side?
Well, to be fair, he done quite well in the box with his first show in the box, so it could pay off. Who knows?
Yeah, set pieces seem to favour him. He's got the size, and he's clearly got the technique to get the cross into the box. But then the ref pulls it back, I believe, for a foul throw. Oh no, there's going to be 2 changes. As we just mentioned earlier, he's coming off Kilo. And then we see the change for number 25. Kush. The ball goes forward. And it's brilliant rebrought round. And now,
Has he
can
got
he
the
finish
finish?
it? Oh, it's a brilliant save from Kendo. And it goes again back at Kendo. Kendo has really kept the father Wilcox 11 alive there.
Yeah, he's trying his best.
And now he looks to burst the side out into a counter-attack as it's brought down.
We could see
again. It's a poor touch. Seems to be the story of the day for the father Wilcox 11. Just haven't got that final bit of quality.
Callum as well. He's finding a lot of space down there. They just can't quite get to him.
And again, we see the father Wilcox 11 trying to drive out from the back. The change in sub, I believe, has put Ethan into centre half. And he's done a good job. He's composed them a bit more. He looks to switch the play. He just couldn't do it. And Smith again has intervened. But then pressed. And forced down to the ground and won his side a free kick. You almost think he didn't need to do that there. He's just come in, nothing on for him, and he's just taken him down. What do you think?
I guess he just wants to get the ball now. I think Father Wilcox team are looking to try and get back into this because they know that if they don't do something soon, they're just going to keep getting pressed. So I think they haven't gone now or never yet, but it would be nice to get a goal before the end of the first half for them, definitely.
And then some pressure on for Ben Piles there from the fans on the goal kick. That's brilliantly brought down.
Oh, lovely Rabona by Plute.
So it finds Glanville on the left-hand side. Can he get the ball into the box? And he just can't. Seems to be with the AstroTurf, the ball does zip and it almost builds speeds rather than on grass. It would slow it down. And we're looking for another substitution here, as Adam Robinson comes off and on for... I'm not sure who that is, actually.
We haven't heard.
I'll update you when an announcer makes the decision. And as you heard there, number 11, Seb Killeen has come on. Seb Killeen, who did play in the last game for the Wilcox 11. And the ball goes forward here to number 26. And can he get the ball down the right-hand side? He just can't.
Oh, that's beautiful.
With some cheeky play there. But yeah, again, we see that final pass. Just a bit better touch and a bit better quality, and they would almost certainly find a scoring opportunity.
I definitely think that the Father Wilcox team, their nerves are starting to settle down now. As you can see that they're playing a lot better than how they were the first few minutes.
And yeah, we are seeing a lot of quick substitutions as well here.
A lot of on-off.
Yeah. Oh, it's a brilliantly brought down there by number 93. Can he get the ball returned to him? He can't. It's a good little play there. And now... Oh. But you do feel for Agrila, the number 9 for Father Wilcox 11. Many of his touches are all outside the box. He's yet to get any bit of quality ball into him. Oh, and we can see a bursting play, and the referee is blown for offside there. It's a lovely little finish.
We've talked about the Father Wilcox side. How do you think Josh's team's managing at the moment right now?
Well,
They're 1-0 up.
They are pressing high up the field. They seem to be confident. Again, we spoke about a lot of them players. They've scored here. They've played in this game before, and it's really doing them favours. And they're not making too many substitutions yet. Everyone seems to be getting a bit of rhythm, getting a bit of momentum in the game. And they're capitalising from mistakes rather than creating something of brilliance. Whereas we see a great ball in.
Ball and a half.
And could
Can
it
he
just
get
find...
in?
Oh, that's so poor from Jay O'Brien there. Really should be scoring. What do you think? If you're looking at the Father Wilcox 11, just again, we're looking at the final touches. They're just constantly making mistakes. Do you think it's their nerves?
It might be down to that, but it's also just, I think it's picking out the passes, the correct passes. Like once I said earlier, Glanville, he's finding the space, but the players aren't finding him when it comes to coming down to the final third. So I think it's really just thinking about who to pass to at certain points in the game.
As we see Seb Colleen there giving the ball away, and a throw on now to the Wilcox 11. My mistake. It's almost a foul throw that there. I don't know how the referee hasn't called that one, but perhaps it's a charity game, so we let them go.
Got to let it slide.
Yeah. It's again looking for that switcher play. Again dispossessed as Smith begins to drive the team up. Finds number 27.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Brilliant foot play and a lovely clearance there, just as the Wilcox 11 about to do this, almost the same goal as last time.
They love these sweaty goals, they do.
That's sweaty, a very FIFA conversation there. And there are a lot of FIFA influencers there today. Perhaps they'll be copying from their FIFA tactics.
Yeah, FIFA tactics, yeah.
From squad battles to doing it live here at the Gallagher Stadium. Phillips shows short for the corner there, but it looks to be an in-swinging cross from the set piece. As it's drilled in, and it just couldn't be converted. Phillips there finds himself absolutely free, edge of the box, and skies it over the bar. But we are seeing plenty of chances so far. The game restarts early there. The ball goes long, and it does find Glanville. Who can he find FIFA at? Oh. Brilliant challenge from Phillips. Nerd fire. He's getting no joy, is he, down that left-hand side?
None at all.
And now Wilcox 11 will restart from the throw-on. It's a long throw up the field. Cleared away. Brought down lovely. As we see B-Saps on the ball there. He seems to be quite composed, but then he gives the ball away poorly, and we find him 2-on-1, Father Wilcox 11. But someone has got to tell Andrew Aguilera that he was offside. He ran too far forward and he couldn't get the ball in the box. It's poorly given away. And then a foul much higher up the pitch, stopping the Wilcox counter-attack. But they are going to look to play early. But the ref waits for the whistle, and now we'll see a long switch of the play in towards Phillips. But he's brilliantly dispossessed from Glanville.
He just can't beat his man, unfortunately.
You know, who do you look so far has been the real player of the game for Wilcox?
Oh,
That's poor from Bezaps there.
I do like what Pleat's doing in the midfield. He is kind of distributing it out to the right areas. We just need to see a finish. That's all we need to see, just a finish.
There's Andrew there, drives one-on-one against his defender. Beats him easily, and now finds himself on the right-hand side. Can he just get the ball into the box? Goes back down to his right back. Again, another poor touch. Oh, it finds Andrew Aguilera. And then a lovely challenge from Elliot Hayward, and just clears his lines.
I do have to say, they are doing some amazing defending there, Wilcox 11.
It's that last desperate challenge, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka specialty, isn't it? That
Yeah.
last second gasp. He makes a brilliant challenge. But we see another change for the Wilcox 11. As you heard there, Drake Mozan will be coming on. Oh, it's a poor from Raj there as he just heads it backwards and gives the ball straight back to the Wilcox 11. We'll now have time to reset. ref has blown. I believe for a foul throw, he is going to call them in a charity game.
He's
And
quite serious, Dan.
And the long throw into Aguila, and he just doesn't even compete for that. I'm not sure if he knows that there's no offsides on throw ones there. He just didn't want the ball. As Father Wilcox starts out from the back. Looking for the switch of play. It's a poor touch. And now Wilcox 11 can restart the counter-attack. Can he play the ball in? He does! That's a brilliant save from Kendo. He yet again has kept the team in it.
You just see there Kendo coming forward, making himself big, just putting the man off, doing enough to block the shot. And he really is keeping them in this game.
Quick ball from Phillips. And it's just completely missed by Seb Colleen. And Raj gives the ball away. Colleen wins it back after he's missed it. Looking to redeem himself, and he gets tackled there. Ball gets. What do you reckon he was going for there, just on the edge of the box?
Cheeky dink, maybe.
Not a chip in, not a cross. The way technique, the way he opened up his body, you'd expect a bit more of a cross.
Yeah,
round
I
into
was
the back post.
thinking a cross.
Didn't come in.
Just needed a bit more curve on it.
And as the game is paused here for a water break, what do you think has happened so far in the game? What's been the best attributes from the Wilcox 11?
Definitely that goal that we saw from Wilcox team. That was quite a goal, to be fair. It's like he put his whole body on the line for it. And that's what I want to see more of, just putting your whole body on the line for the goals.
Yeah, real leadership being shown. And for the Father Wilcox 11, how can they get back into this game?
I think they're doing well so far when it comes to the midfield. I think they just need to really think about where they're playing the ball out when it comes up into the final third, and their passes. Also, try to take some more shots, because I don't think we've seen too many shots so far from Father Wilcox team. You know, see some finesses from outside the box.
We are going back to the FIFA terms. To be fair, that's probably what some of the players are saying. You know, most of these are content creators for the Father Wilcox 11 playing FIFA.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to speak of Nerek. And if you look at the player for the Wilcox 11 in terms of Nerek, he's come all the way from Hungary.
Wow.
You know, he's travelled, over 11,000, not 11,000, my bad, 1,100 miles to get to the game today. Real commitment being shown just to raise money for a great cause. What do you reckon Wilcox will be saying to his side? You know, you've got the 1-0 lead.
I think he's just telling them to keep doing what they're doing so far. They're playing great. It's in that they've got the other Wilcox side under pressure at the moment. They're going to be the ones that are pushing the ball forward and making easier mistakes that they can counter off. So I'd say just go back out there, keep doing what you're doing, and score some more goals.
Yeah, that's got to be the memo, isn't it? Score more goals. What everyone's paid to see almost is that they want goals. But if the game is close, it does go to penalties. Can I believe, is that Raj on his phone there? On the left-hand side for the Father Wilcox 11. I wonder if there's any fans giving a little bit of advice there. And a big round of applause from Josh to his side as they do have the 1-0 lead. The game almost feels like the momentum of the game could be flattened by this. You know, we were seeing some, I wouldn't say chances per se, but ball going into each other's half, something being created potentially by another mistake. And now the pause in play could really not favour Wilcox 11 because they were really countering from Father Wilcox's mistakes.
Yeah, they were really on the press. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come out from this break, if they do continue that press or if they have to build it up again, as we saw from the start. As the game looks to be restarting, we'll see another substitution. And a round of applause there. For J200, fan favourite here.
He's arguably the most famous player here today. You know, if you are looking at J200, he's got over 2.6 million followers on TikTok. Immense numbers, over 80,000 on YouTube. It's really quite something, isn't it?
And it is.
J200 was a goal scorer in the last game at the Father Wilcox. He scored the final goal, albeit, you know, it was just a meaningless goal. It was 13-2 by that point. But
he got the last laugh.
But now the game's 1-0. You expect him to be able to have a real influence. Potentially he could get on the score sheet for his side. As Kendo kicks off, goes short from kickoff. We can see Father Wilcox build up from the back. Ball finds Raj. Raj gets dispossessed, but then wins it back and clears it up towards Clapham. Clapham finds Beezaps. Beezaps plays it right down the line towards Phillips. And Phillips, can he find his overlap? And he goes for a shot! Some would argue that was incredibly selfish. No, could he have gone for the wing? Should he drove more forward? But no, Kendo does very well. He's had a very good game so far.
A very good game so far. Really impressed by Kendo.
The commentator's curse when he just then boots the ball out of play. Clapham looks set to take the throw on. And the ball goes up. Beezaps wins the flick on. And now the switch of play going in. And it just, again, no real quality.
Oh, and this could cost.
And the mistake. Oh, and he gets away with it. Brilliant. And now we can start the counter-attack for the Father Wilcox 11. Go straight into J200. J200 now. Down to the right-hand side. And Jay O'Brien is not going to get there. He just isn't quick enough. You can tell he's rushed there. A bit nervous almost when he's just come on the field. Wanted to make an impact straight away. And then from the throw on, Father Wilcox now just picks up the ball from the midfield. It's a through ball. Can he find a Graham? And he just can't.
Just a bit too much power on it there, but that's what we want to see here from Father Wilcox team.
That's what Andrew Greeley will want. He wants some service. Now he's playing on the left-hand side. He was the striker. He almost found his best opportunity down the left-hand side. Now, ball goes out left to Smith. That's a brilliant run forward. And again, almost trying to go too simple there. Just trying to make this straightforward pass. It's a great little run. And smashed up the field for J200 to give chase. And just cleared away from Elliot Hayward. No nonsense from the captain. As O'Brien looks to recover ball from the throw on. Gives time for the Father Wilcox 11 to get up the field and really bring up the numbers. Ball goes down now. Crossed into the box. Can he find a Greeler?
Oh, just a bit too much power and height on that.
Perhaps if Greeler had the NBA gene, he might have got there, but he clearly doesn't.
Or the Ronaldo-esque jump.
Yes. Now Beezaps plays the ball forward. Doesn't get the return from the 1-2, but he can still press there. Puts his man under brilliant pressure, and Phillips then plays the ball into 27. Now finds himself free. Can he go all the way? He does! And it's 2-0. That's a brilliant strike, and he gives a kiss to the fans. Now it's 2-0 Wilcox. Brilliant goal. And Kean Wilkins almost getting booed from the crowd there. They didn't like that. But what a superb goal.
That was a brilliant goal, to be fair.
And again, we're going to see two substitutions, both for each team, as Raj comes off the field.
Yeah, Father Wilcox is quick to react.
Almost a booze for the Father Wilcox 11. Seems to be clearly not like team unless you are J200. Brought down by Agreela. Agreela now with time. Plays the 1-2. J200 returns. And Glanville just can't get the ball properly. Oh my, that's Jay O'Brien. Oh, and it's brilliantly won back there, the slide, with the slide challenge. And the ball can be restarted now with Kendo. Kendo goes straight down the middle. It's a lovely bit of build-up play from the Father Wilcox 11. As the ball goes into the midfield now. Gets turned there by Ploot. Ploot seems to be almost everywhere, doesn't he? Picking up the ball from midfield.
Ploot's just that middle man.
Well, they look times the ball goes to Grilla. Grilla chests it down. Goes one-on-one against Clapham. Takes it down the right
Could
side.
see a goal.
Can he shoot? A Grilla! Oh, just skies it. And that has been the story for the Father Wilcox 11. They get a chance. They just can't get it on target. Well, they get the ball in the final third, and they just don't have the quality to bring it down. And the long ball there from the captain. Brilliantly brought down by Brandon. Brandon to Agrila. Agrila beats his man with ease. And then again with a switch of play, just can't find it.
The Father Wilcox team now looking a bit more attacking, but once again, they just can't do anything in that final third.
That's a long run down the left, but he just couldn't get them into the scoring position. As we see Father Wilcox now starting down the right-hand side. Ball goes in towards FIFA Adex. FIFA Adex in towards Ploot. Ploot with time at his feet. Takes a shot. That's a brilliant save.
That
Ben
is what
Piles.
we want to see. Test the keeper. That's what I was talking about earlier.
It's the first shot on target, and Ploot, I believe that's on his weak foot, has hit that as hard as he can, and Ben Piles is there to stop him. It's going to be a corner to the Father Wilcox, taken by Glanville. O'Brien shows the shoot, and the rest will sit on the far side of the penalty box. Corner as Ploot goes in to show the short. It does. And now Glanville to cross the ball in. He does.
Lovely cross.
Oh. But looking for a positive of Father Wilcox. They're getting more shots now. Yes, it's not going on target from Agrila. You know, the number 9, the striker you really want to see score. Take one of those. But you feel the momentum's going to favour them now?
Yeah, definitely. They are starting to look way more attacking, and that's great. So we could see a goal potentially for the Father Wilcox team soon.
Hayward's long ball is dispossessed. Finds J200. J200 tackled strongly by Clapham. Allows Father Wilcox to reset from Kendo. Kendo, who looks up, got plenty of time. There's a brilliantly chipped ball in there. And Brandon goes out wide. Finds O'Brien. O'Brien now. Looking to play the full forward. Finds Ploot. Ploot with a Travella ball into Agrila. And it's a lovely touch. Can he go all the way?
Oh, he's done his man.
Agrila,
that's
he's
a goal.
done it. 2-1 to the Wilcox 11. But Father Wilcox, they're back in the game.
That was absolutely beautiful.
A Dennis Burkamp touch. A Dennis Burkamp drop of the shoulder. And a Dennis Burkamp finish from Agrila. Huge momentum boost for Father Wilcox now, won't they?
Definitely. 2-1 is the score here.
Because the first half finished for them, the last game 6-0. The fact to score shows a massive improvement, and they are keeping the goals down. And now the game restarts. A dispossession. Bezats with a lovely drop of the shoulder. Goes in towards the midfield. Another dispossession challenge has been driven up.
Oh, this could be costly.
It's FIFA. It's FIFA Adex now can have the ball. Goes back to the fullback. And then a commitment block there.
We've got a cross. Father Wilcox now looking to get back into it. And as I said before, we could see a goal. We have now seen that goal. Could we see an equaliser from this cross?
It's going to be a set piece driven in. Needs to be cleared. And it's Agrila again! And if he had been more clinical, he'd be on a hat-trick today. And the shout from Kendo, it's coming to Agrila. Just tell him to relax. you reckon that will be in his head, in his mind now that he's missed these big chances even after scoring?
Definitely. But I do also think he's got that motivation boost now. You know, he knows the ball's coming to him. He knows he's going to get that chance soon.
And Jay O'Brien is coming off for Father Wilcox, which puts Glanville back at left back. And the ball gets driven up there by Phillips. Shielded. Well, and Phillips can look for a forward ball. He does. It's a brilliant ball into Spearing. Spearing just couldn't get to it. Brilliantly brought round, and he can really drive the side forward now. In the midfield now with Agrila. Agrila goes out wide. Ball returns back in the midfield. Plute is calling for the switch of play, but it's dispossessed. And again, the Wilcox 11 can start from the back.
Oh, just a missed touch there by J200.
Again, Brandon can pick up the ball from the midfield. He drives forward. And Agrila could pick up the scraps here, and he just can't. It's dispossessed. And the ref blows for a free kick for the Father Wilcox 11. Not too sure what was the reason for that there. But J200 is looking to take it early. But there's going to be a pause in play for yet another substitution. And Josh Spearing comes off for number 27. Kian.
Oh,
And it's just a poor strike there, and it's very easy for Harry Piles to pick up the ball. Ball goes out wide to the left-hand side for Smith to drive the team forward. He goes long and it doesn't find anyone. Allows Nick plays just to play it back into the midfield in towards Plute. Plute, oh, shows a lovely little shimmy. And then finds the ball into Agrila. Agrila just couldn't get the quality touch it needed. One back there. And Agrila offside, but the lino doesn't flag. Piles now can start out from the back. Piles looks to be aiming long. He does. It's a poor touch, allows Brandon to recover. And Plute can pick up the ball from the midfield now. Goes up, aims to go out wide. Again, poorly brought down. But Elliot Hayward will have a chance to reset. And again, Smith gives the ball away. Seems to be what was working so well for the Wilcox 11, pressing high up the pitch. They can't even get the ball out their own half now.
so we definitely see that that break has kind of taken effect now, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Once the Father Wilcox 11, they've been able to analyse what's gone wrong for them, and I think they're beginning to show their quality almost. The player like Plute, sometimes his passes wouldn't work, and now he's stringing the he's pulling strings for the game. As Aaron comes on there for the Wilcox 11. Aaron Barton, the goal scorer. It must be mentioned.
Look at
Scored the first
another
goal, and it goes
pass by
straight through in
Plute.
towards Brandon. That's brilliantly dispossessed by Phillips and cleared away by Piles for a corner.
It just seemed like Plute just needed a bit of warming up, that's all. Because literally, like you said, all his passes now are just direct.
And could it be a long throw from FIFA Radix? It's going to be a corner, as it was given. My mistake. Ball gets crossed in. It just can't beat the first man, and easily recovered by Piles. Piles with the long throw, looking to go down the left-hand side, but it's again intercepted. Plute now. Easy beats his man. Looks for the 1-2. Gets it. Plute now decides to go back in towards Glanville. Glanville crosses the ball looking for Agrila, and he just can't find him. And now it's driven up brilliantly there by Smith. Smith just can't find the run for Barton, so he goes up wide down to the left-hand side. He's calling for the return. Doesn't get it, and it's brilliantly intercepted. And now, for the Wilcox 11, driving forward from defence into attack. The switch of play goes up wide towards Phillips. Phillips goes one-on-one with his man. Beats him easily for pace. Crosses the ball in. Brilliantly intercepted and then cleared away. First real attack there for the Wilcox 11 since conceding. Find themselves in the box. Yet it just can't seem to work. Now from the corner, or from the throw on, again my bad. Phillips can go long. Finds his man. Brilliantly brought down there by Keeleen. And then just cleared away by the Father Wilcox 11. No nonsense.
No nonsense at all. And now we're actually seeing the change in pace now. You see the Wilcox 11 have kind of almost sparked up a bit.
Yeah, I felt they were playing more of a 4-2-3-1, and then now it seems to be more of almost a 4-4-2, you know, you would say probably tactically.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
For the Wilcox 11.
Seems to be working better for them though.
The Father Wilcox 11, just a change in personnel, keeping the more, sounds harsh, but fitter players on the field, just so they can have the legs to run back and help out Kendo, so he doesn't have to go one-on-one. He's yet to have to make a real big save since the break.
I think Father Wilcox is also starting to realise his key players almost on the pitch as well. I don't think Plute's been taken off yet.
No, he seems to be having a great game. We've seen Nick Players get moved from defensive midfield to right back. He's done a very good job down there. There's nothing really coming down his side. As we see, the ball goes long. Looking to find Plute. But Ben Piles just gets rid of it. Now, a lovely little touch from J200. Could he? Oh. He just rushed it there. He was hoping Agrila would be sitting on his man. He didn't look to see, and Elliot Hayward was just on his own. Made it too easy. As Piles can again start up from the back, but we are going to pause in play, I believe, for an injury now. No one would like to see that.
Nah. It's just a bit of cramp.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. As he holds on to his, just below his thigh. Now, it must be mentioned for some of these players, you know, they have scored on this pitch before. And for the Wilcox 11, you can tell that by the way they're getting more of their shots on target. They're more focused, aren't they?
Yeah, they know the ground like the back of their hand. They played it, as you said, last year. Coming back to them, it's almost like another game. They know that they came away with an easy win last year too. So I think that would be definitely motivation for them to coming back here.
As yet, we see another change in play there. Clapham will rejoin the game. Ali Clapham will go back, sitting next to Elliot Hayward. Both of them played centre-half in the last game. And you can see that they have a good relationship. You know, when Clapham came off, there seemed to be a lot more mistakes at the back. And Father Wilcox, Wilcox 11, really struggling to deal with the Father Wilcox pace. And Clapham's quick at just winning the 50-50s, winning the long balls. And now Piles, allowing to play it right from the back here. Goes out left. Intercepted by Plute, who finds FIFA players. Now ball goes down the left with 19. 19 towards Glanville. Glanville. In towards, I would like to say, Nerdfire, and he just couldn't recover. Oh, Matt MS, that's my mistake. That's intercepted brilliantly there. And now the counter-attack can start. Agrila's absolutely done Clapham for pace. What does he decide to do? He tries to nutmeg Elliot Hayward, he does, and he just can't finish it. Now Bezaps now can drive the ball from midfield. Puts Plute on the floor. Roulette now around Flute. The fans are loving it. And the ball is just hit out long for Barton to give chase, and Barton can't get there. Now Wilcox 11 with plenty of time to rejoin the attack. 27 there. Ball goes back to Nick Plays. Nick Plays again returns to his fullback. In towards J200 now. J200 hits it early, looking for the right winger, and he just can't get there. Oh, it's
cheeky.
brilliant feet from Adam Robinson. He's really confident now. Robinson, can he go all the way? Goes out wide. In towards Colleen. Colleen just can't seem to get the cross in. And now on the edge of the box. Can he hit it? Oh, and he just can't seem to get it off.
And they're calling for handball.
And the ball goes long from Kendo. Yeah, did you believe that was a handball?
I didn't really see it, so I don't want to say too
And
much.
now the attack starts again. And J200 just can't get there. And the ball goes out wide. And Colleen just can't seem to get hold of the ball there. Will allow plenty of time for Nick Players to throw the ball back into play. He does, finds J200 with so much time and space. Looks to play the forward ball in towards Ploot. Ploot brings it down.
Oh, that's beautiful by Ploot. Sue, go on, Ploot.
Quality, composure, and just a brilliant moment. Brings the game back to even score. Ploot with absolute quality there.
I have to say, when he first shot it, it was floating so much, I thought it might just go over the bar, but lands right in the back of the net.
Yeah, he found a way to almost make it look like it was a dink, but yeah, he hits it almost true, where it goes straight forward. It's brilliant from Ploot, and Father Wilcox 11 are back in the game. It's even score now. We could be going to penalties.
We could, by the looks of it, and a massive improvement here from Father Wilcox team.
Ball goes out to Phillips now. Phillips to drive the ball up from the midfield, finds Bezaps. Bezaps returns in kind. Can he get the forward ball to Barton? He can't, it's dispossessed. And then just smashed by Robinson. Didn't exactly look like he was facing the right way to hit that into towards the goal, but he went for it anyway, yes. Seemed to be. Ball starts now for the Father Wilcox 11 in their box. Ball goes out towards Nick Players. Plays to play it long towards Agrila. Agrila went for a flick, just couldn't get it off, but still finds him one-on-one against Hayward. Agrila now into the midfield. Brilliant feet there from Nerdfire. Nerdfire managed to find the forward ball.
J200 calls for the sweat.
And it's an own goal!
It's put in by Ali Clapham. He'll be so upset now as he smashes the ball away, and it's 3-2 Father Wilcox. They've brought it back from 2-0 down.
What a change of events here after that water break.
Now, what will the Wilcox 11 be thinking? You were 2-0 up, you were confident, you were comfortable in the game, and now you're down 3-2.
And we have to say, we did see this coming. Father Wilcox team just looked way more pressing after that water break. So whatever he said to them at that water break definitely has paid off here.
Absolutely. You know, looking at Kendo, he's not to really make a save yet as he goes long. Looking to find a Agrila. Now he's got plenty of time there for... Oh, and Ploot pulls off yet another roulette.
And you can see
Seems
the confidence is just booming now from Father Wilcox team.
The roulette's been infectious. We saw it once, and now we're seeing it constant in the game. It's brilliantly driving up there. Oh, what a challenge from Robinson. But he can't get the ball first, and Kendo does well playing it in towards Glanville. Glanville now looking to go out wide. Instead goes to the opposite, chooses to go to the middle towards Agrila. And the referee blows for half-time. The half-time score is 3-2. And as now we'll pan towards the half-time, we'll pan towards the touchline for another interview.
So I'm here with Sean, he's part of our commentary team as well. First and foremost, I'll ask you about that first half. Thrilling, of course. Wilcox 2-0 down at one point, now 3-2. Amazing first half. How do you view it from up there, up in the gantry?
No, it's been a great first half to say. I was learning a lot about last year's event. Apparently this time last year they were 6-0 down. So to see it now, the flip's been crazy. To say our Father Wilcox team, after that break, whatever he said to them has definitely worked because they came out and it's seen on there, absolutely pressing. So it's been a thrilling first half.
A standout player, which one has sort of caught your eye a little bit? I've seen quite a few decent players from both teams. Which one stood out for you?
Definitely Plute. Plute, he's the main man there in the midfield and he's making it known. He's done a few cheeky roulettes as well on the pitch, so yeah, it's definitely Plute.
As well, you said to me you're promoting your own event as well. You're looking to develop one like this. Tell the audience, promote it as much as you like, mate. What's going on?
So I'm currently talking to Joshua about it, but I'm looking to do my own event like this as well. It's going to be called the Elite Cup. We're looking at around the same style kind of event, but it may have a few more teams involved as well. Influencers, good day out. It might even be at the same stadium as well, but we don't know. There's a few other stadiums in the works, but definitely look out for it. It's called the official Elite Cup. So yeah, hopefully this time of year, by the end of it, or maybe next year, we'll have that sorted.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you very much.
game. They can sell it out.
Yeah, I think it was 16.
And we're back live at the start of the second half. Score is still 3-2 to the Father Wilcox 11. Talking about that, Father Wilcox, they managed to pull it back from 3-2, from 2-0 down, back to 3-2. How do you think they did it? They went and pulled off this comeback.
Definitely whatever Father Wilcox said to them at that water break. It's definitely paid off. I think he went out there, said, apply the pressure, take some shots, see what happens. And it's paid off.
As the ball goes there into J200 now, can he start from the halfway line, spearheading this attack? Looks for a Grillo and just can't get to him. As now we see a nice little trick from Bees out to speak. It's easily read from Agrillo. Gets the nutmeg as well, down that right-hand side. Ball goes into the midfield here. Looks for the shots. Just drags it to the left.
Bit more bend on it.
Disappointing from Nerdfire there. Just couldn't get it on target. And then has to sprint back to defend the left-hand side. Ball goes raging forward here. Looking to find... Oh, it's a brilliant tackle from Glanville as he stops Robinson with ease. Now, Phillips in towards Robinson. Robinson got plenty of options. Looks to go for the shots. And for a moment there, you would have thought we could see another own goal. But Nick plays as well and heads it wide.
It was looking that way.
And now the corner set to be taken in for the Wilcox 11. And again, we see that idea. They all stand in the far post. You wonder if that's something they'd planned in advance. Straight towards the keeper. But then the ball is getting picked up back out wide by Falcone. Ball gets smashed into the middle.
I think if that was a bit low, it could have went in. Could have snuck in.
But Josh Moon just couldn't get it on target. It's been a difficult start for the Wilcox 11 since the start of the second half. Now we'll see the ball driven out from the back. Smashed up long in towards Ploop. It just couldn't reach him. And Phillips just easily sweeps up the ball. And goes for the throw-on. Throw-on in towards Robinson. Robinson with a flick over the head. Intercepted there by Ethan. Now for throw-on for the Wilcox. Moon sets to go long. Brilliantly brought down. Just easily ran through by Ploot. He has been brilliant so far in today's game. Ball gets switched. Can he find O'Brien? O'Brien just can't get ahead of his man. And it's easily well intercepted by Macaloni. And now Macaloni trying to get the attack going, but just couldn't. And again, the nutmegs are coming out now quick and easy.
Quick.
Ball finds Falconer. Falconer just couldn't play the through ball.
And it runs out for a goal kick.
Almost seems to be through balls on this side of the field. It seems to be too difficult for either team. We kept seeing that, these overhit balls, and it just, perhaps playing on the AstroTurf, you know, the pace of the ball just easily goes. And Sean Wilkins just couldn't get the ball through. The goal kick there just gets headed away by Robinson. Robinson, who's shown a lot of skills so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been quite skillful down there. I'm loving it.
Will get smashed up the field. And yet again, can be recovered. But Piles gets pressed and didn't know what to do there.
That is very brave from the keeper coming out like that.
Another ball. Can start from the father Wilcox after just some clear.
Lovely work to beat his man there and get the pass off.
Now Plute with plenty of time and space can get his head forward and drive the team up the field. J200 is there on the left hand side. Can he get to him? But he skips his man, skips Bees-Ups, leaves Clapham for dead! And it's yet another own goal. This time from Alan McAloney. And the Wilcox 11 have absolutely collapsed from what was a positive start in the first half. They now find themselves 4-2 down.
These own goals are starting to bite them a bit.
A bit. Seems to be a tremendous bite almost. Now there has been a change of keeper as well. It must be mentioned. Piles has come off and Nick Hurst has come on in goal. And straight away, one of his teammates has put the ball in the back of his own net.
Surely we can't see a third.
The ball restarts for the Wilcox 11. In towards Wilkins there. Plays it Wards into the middle. Wilkins now gives chase. But Ethan Hook is having none of it and shields him off. And has won a free kick for his side. I believe the ref saw almost a hook from Wilkins, trying to like almost hook his arm, bring him down. Felt quite harsh almost.
Oh, cards are out.
And the first yellow card of the game goes to Keane Wilkins.
50 for charity, I've heard.
And that was a good question from the person next to me. Do they get fined and will they have to give that to charity?
50 quid a card, I heard.
50 quid a card.
Sent off, it's
A grand, wow.
Imagine that.
And now down the right hand side for the father Wilcox 11.
Oh.
Glanville O'Brien, my battler went straight for the nutmeg. Ball goes long into J200. Brilliantly brought down from his chest. Goes one-on-one against Bees-Ups. Decides to go to the short option. Funneled out wide in towards Plute. Plute drives against his man. Leaves him again for dead. Can he create another opportunity? It does!
Oh,
and it's 5-2! What a turnaround!
Wilcox 11 have absolutely collapsed here in the second half.
I believe Andrew Agreela has got to that, and he has made it 5-2. We'll talk about how he could already have a hat-trick in the first half, and now he's got his second of the game, which is one more than he got in the first fixture here. Almost a year ago today, on the 5th of July, 2022. Yeah, it seems heads have gone, and almost that experience and that cohesion has absolutely left the Wilcox 11.
If they do get another water break, I think it's going to come in quite useful for Josh down there. It's going to be interesting to think about what he's going to be saying to them.
Yeah, that really turned on the gears after the first 20 minutes. And again, we're looking at another start. Quick start in towards FIFA Addicts. There, finds J200. J200 drops the shoulder, just couldn't get past Hayward. Oh, my bad, Bees-Ups. And Bees-Ups lets J200 know you're not getting past me again. Ball in the midfield there. Goes diving in from Wilkins. And now McAloney can get the ball into the front for two. But a poor touch from Spearing, who yet to score. He got a hat-trick in the last game, and the last time this was done a year ago, and has had absolutely no joy today.
Yeah, they've kept him quiet down there.
And now a throw on, as they look to go short for a change. Oh, he does decide to go for a long throw, but there is no one there to give chase to it.
It goes
But a
up.
poor clearance leaves the ball bouncing in the box. And can Wilcox 11 get onto it? They can't. It's easily beaten. And it's a lovely run down the line. He just couldn't get the through ball in. But he now does, and it's by Huber. Now leaves FIFA Alex to go 1v1, and McAloney makes that look easy and wins the ball back. So calm and composed. And now Bezaps with a poor ball. I don't know what he was seeing. And you just felt that he was going to score there. He's been so good today, all over the play, all over the shop.
Plutz
And
or headlines.
yeah, you almost feel like he deserved it. He's been, I'd say, by far the best player on the pitch today.
Yes,
And
indeed.
he just couldn't get onto it.
That was going to be our halfway line goal this year, potentially.
Yes,
if it
yeah,
had gone in.
absolutely. We could see the opposite score. Father Wilcox get a 13-2 almost. And the ball goes straight back to the keeper. Kendo just smashing that up the line. Brought down lovely chest control from Plute. And now a no-look pass. The confidence has really begun to grow for the Father Wilcox 11.
A missed touch there, and it goes out for a quick throw.
FIFA Alex just can't beat the ball. He gets the nutmeg though. And he's just, it's all quick, it's all rash. He's not composed, can't see who is in the box to aim at. And he just wants to hit it in there. But now the ball is driving out the back. Brilliant skill there from Robinson. Oh, and he wants to show Plute, I've got the skills too. And there's a no-look pass down to the right-hand side.
A little skill off there.
Ball goes in. Can he find Wilkins? It does, and he's offside.
Well done for getting it on target though.
And Kendo, well composed, catches it into his hands. You know, you're looking for a reason why Father Wilcox was still in the game. They still had an opportunity at 2-0 to get back in. It's all because of Kendo and some brilliant saves he did in that first half. As we see a couple changes from both sides as J200 comes off. And I believe McAloney as well. Father Wilcox have gone into a front three. And also a back three. Clearly the desperate nature to need goals.
They're going for it now.
Yeah. Nick Hurst into his centre half. Back towards Hurst. Hurst has the option to go short into Colleen. He does. Colleen just takes his time on the ball. Goes in toward his centre half. Again, the cheeky skill and then the mistake. That seems to be the constant story with this team. Liam Byrne up there gets a lovely little nutmeg and then just easily tackled. Now Nick plays. Goes straight in towards Kilo. Kilo with time to turn, just doesn't.
It looked like he was going for an outside the foot shot there.
Why not get yourself on a goal? You started at centre half and now you're the striker.
It was
Why
looking
not?
promising.
Plute now. For the first time in the game, he's really made a mistake there with his touch. Gives plenty of time for Glanville to cross. But just doesn't find the quality in towards Kilo. The Kilo's going to be a real target man for Father Wilcox, you know. They have been having just a lot of miss-hit crosses. Kilo is the big man. He's the easy target for them to get into the box. And he's shown quality that he can really hit a ball.
Yeah, he has.
And it's a lovely
Oh,
tackle
that's
by
beautiful
Plute.
by Plute.
He has been unbelievable in this game. Now, down towards Glanville. Glanville can go up towards the line. Chooses not to. Now he does. Griffin's got to run, and he just doesn't have the legs to do it. It shows fair play and kicks it right back towards Hurst so they can restart. Oh my word, Ginty, it was not Griffin. Ball gets smashed down the line. And Wilcox 11 could be in, but Ethan Hook makes it look easy and again shields off the ball and wins his team the goal kick. But we've seen that less and less now, the long balls getting punted in.
Yeah, it's more direct balls now.
Father Wilcox have really been able to stop that happening and stop seeing the goals. Because that was how Wilcox 11 was really creating them chances on the counter-attack and trying to find them breaks in play. And they just haven't yet. As now Smith looks to drive up but goes back to his centre half. He's got plenty of time. Nick plays back in towards Smith. Smith sends his man and now can drive forward. Finds Kilo. Kilo with plenty of time. Looks to go out wide. Can he find Ginty? But Ginty is offside.
Very quick throw here from Wilcox 11.
Yeah, and they look to league in the strike, but they can't. Nick plays. They're showing, you know, for a FIFA YouTuber, he's showing some real quality at centre half and composure. Now, Colleen goes in towards the midfield, in towards Wilkins. Colleen gets the ball returned, but he can't get forward. Now, Wilcox with plenty of space.
Oh, second chance could be brewing. Lays
It
it
does.
off. Shot.
Oh! And you're just it's so unfortunate. Bezap's there. He's played midfield defence and he just can't get his goal. You know, if you're looking for Josh Wilcox, the manager for the Wilcox 11, he did say Bezap's was a real stand-up performer in the last game, and just really been to show his quality today. He's been moved around, shown real versatility, but not real quality yet. Goes long in towards Ginty, but Ginty just can't bring it down.
It's going to be interesting to see if Josh here changes tactics with his team. Maybe tells them to get more forward, or goes for a different formation here to maybe try and get 2 goals back.
Absolutely, he's got plenty of options though. You know, we're looking at the strength of the bench. They've had less injuries than you would say the Father Wilcox 11. We've seen a couple cramps.
I think there was a card for the Father Wilcox bench. Assistant manager's just been booked.
And now the ball goes forward, in towards Raj. Raj with a lovely Travella
there
ball
we
into
go.
Kilo.
Kilo.
Kilo brings that down brilliantly.
Have it, Kilo.
And can he shoot?
Oh!
And that would have been the goal of the game. We
That
were
would've.
talking about earlier, the one brilliant from Palute. But that was a real team goal. Kilo just couldn't get it on target.
The pass from Raj there, though.
Unbelievable.
Quality.
Now, down the left-hand side with Colleen. Colleen just looking to easily drive up, but he can't find anyone to play it into. He now finds Bezaps. Bezaps into the midfield, finds Wilkins. Wilkins with plenty of time and space. Goes for the shot! And just couldn't find the back of the net there. But he's shown some real quality and has that confidence from his earlier goal. Does appear to be Griffin is asking to come off for the Father Wilcox 11. But they've chosen against it. They want to keep the winning team out there. Will get hit up the line. He just hasn't got the quality there, Smith.
Oh.
It's an early throw from Colleen. Colleen into Wilkins. Back towards Colleen. But Palute, again, he is everywhere. Playing a left side central midfielder.
Oh, that's
He
heading
finds
towards
himself
us.
all over. And unfortunately, the clearance from Kendo, we couldn't reach it.
It did look like it was coming towards us.
We were protected by the gantry.
They were looking at me like I'm going to get it.
We are going to have a break in play as the ball needs to be checked for a pumped football. And it does. And the new football will find Colleen. Colleen looks to go long from the throw on. And a push in the back. Doesn't get noticed by the referee. But easily dealt with by Smith. Smith goes into Nick Plays. Nick Plays back into Smith. And a lovely nutmeg, but it's too close to another man. And Wilcox 11 could go through. Colleen! And he holds on.
He's still got
And he's
it.
gone down.
Fighting for the ball.
And Spearing couldn't do anything about it. Now they restart here with Hibbert. Into the midfield now. Opts not to pass to Wilkins. Looks for the long ball. Brilliant ball down.
And that's gone to the car park.
And again, the accuracy. When shooting in that side of the goal, it looks as if no one can hit it on target.
Definitely, a lot of these shots that have gone over it would be a very different story if they'd been on target. And I think we are heading to that water break that I was talking about earlier. So here we are going to see the players receive some water. And it's going to be interesting, like I was saying earlier, to see what Josh has to say to them down there.
You wonder what he does with the team if he changes the lineup. Does he go with the players that gave him the success in the last game? You know, Spearing just come back on. He had a hat trick, yet hasn't had any success yet so far. Same goes with, you're looking at Wilkins, Aaron Barton. Will they play? All more attacking players, makes them vulnerable at the back, and a player like Plute is taking full advantage of it.
Yeah. So you think Father Wilcox is going to have a much more relaxed kind of conversation with them compared to the first water break that we saw in the first half?
Yeah, probably congratulating them on doing an amazing comeback and creating some great chances, scored some good goals, forced 2 own goals as well with their build-up play. But they just seem a lot more, relaxed. I mean, they want to stay focused and win the game. And that would make it, in history, a 1-1 win, or 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw now.
My mistake, obviously, you get confused with the fact they are winning in today's game.
So as it stands, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like we may have a new title holder at the end of the Conquest Cup 2023.
Unfortunately, it looks unlikely we're going to get penalties, which is what,
Yeah, we were hoping for that.
for us, the neutral, we were dying to see.
But who knows? They could go all out attack.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they've shown they've capable in the past. They've got 7 goals in the second half last time. Yet to get one so far for the Wilcox 11, but we just don't know. And it is worth mentioning, in the last 10-15 minutes of the last game, there was 5 goals, or 4 goals in the last 15 and 5 in the last 20. So you do expect tired legs, especially from the Father Wilcox 11, because they have a much thinner squad.
Yeah.
There's going to be way more opportunities.
And that's what I was coming to, actually. As players start to get tired, do you think that the fact that Josh has had more substitutes on his team is going to maybe play into effect here, and we could see a comeback?
Yeah, absolutely. As well, I spoke about the experience they had, and they could definitely. They've shown some real quality when they're on the ball. They're getting the nutmegs. They're showing that part, but just in that final third, just the composure almost. I think he might have to move. I don't want to say your weaker players, but move them back into defence or deeper midfield and really bring up the attacking quality up front.
Who knows though, this water break could play into effect here. Players manage to get their stamina back and they're able to continue for the rest of the match, or all of them start to run out of breath, and Josh with his extra subs could mount a comeback here.
It's such a huge effect on the last game, obviously. The first half. We were looking at 2-0 lead, looked comfortable, and then they managed to bring it back to 3-2 before the end of the first half. That's what Wilcox will be aiming for, and he's going to need them 3 goals.
It's just really interesting now because you don't know.
I'm not sure what the break in play is for still. All the players seem to be on the pitch, but yet no football. As the ref goes over to the 2 benches, perhaps yet another booking for an assistant manager. It'd be sad to see, in a charity game, the managers or the assistant managers get themselves sent off. Another break in play. And it is Josh Wilcox, the manager, has come on at right back for the Wilcox 11.
This is going to be interesting.
The creator of the Conquest Cup, the reason why we're here today,
is now on the pitch.
A chance, potentially to bring his team back. And so does the assistant manager, Alex Shepherd, as he wins the ball back there from defence. The managers have come on to show the team how it's done, it seems.
They're taking things into their own hand.
Oh, and a challenge from the back there from Robinson. But Plute holds his own brilliantly. And finds Smith. Smith into the midfield here, in towards FIFA ult. It's a poor back pass, but it works out fine. It's a lovely little Travella ball from Nerdfire. Nerdfire gets it back again, goes towards his centre half. And now Nick plays, got plenty of time. Finds Plute. They've created an overload and attack there in a 5v5, but Shepherd shows how strong he is and wins the ball back. Well, Shepherd drives forward and couldn't get the ball in towards Wilkins, but Wilkins picks it up anyway. Now, down the right-hand side, finds Wilcox, the charity holder, puts the cross in. Can it find? It just couldn't find Spearing. But you would say, from the gaffer, that's been the best cross we've seen from the Wilcox 11.
Definitely. He's come on and he's shown quality early doors.
Now we'll be looking to show leadership, and perhaps, he's in the box now. Could he get a goal?
Scenes if that happens.
Absolutely. Even if if we put the game at 5-3, it'd be a brilliant moment. The ball gets smashed in towards the middle, cleared away. Finds Shepherd on the edge of the box, and he just skies it over the bar.
Just couldn't keep it down.
You can imagine the bench will be getting on both of them for not putting the ball in the back of the net. As the ball has to return back to the keeper after it was smashed well over.
Well, it looks like Josh has received the captain's armband as well.
Captain and manager. It's very rare you see that anymore in the current game. There have been ex-player managers, coming on the field and playing professionally.
Yeah.
Rude Hullett was one. John Caviali. It's very rare nowadays to see anything like that. Maybe at the lower levels. You've seen people like Jamie O'Hara manage and play. But this will be something very different, especially for a charity game. Now Smith drives the ball down the right-hand side, goes into the midfield, in towards Nerdfire. Nerdfire back towards Smith. Smith can play the forward ball if he looks up. Opposite not against it. Tries to run towards the midfield. Does well. Tries to find Kilo, but Kilo's made the run too early and he couldn't get there.
Lovely run by him there.
And then Griffin couldn't pick up the ball on the right-hand side either. Wilcox now driving his team forward. Gets the brilliant ball in towards Herbert. Herbert just couldn't get it under his grasp. Herbert was the man who did score that infamous halfway line goal in the last game. Haven't seen him really involved so far. As Wilcox now driving his team in towards the penalty box. Gets dispossessed. Now with plenty of time, Herbert can cross the ball in. There's no one there. But now it finds Wilkins. And now Wilcox. And neither of them can hit the ball cleanly to work the goalkeeper. Now with plenty of time is Herbert. Wilkins shows his pace and easily gets around his man, but it's straight towards Kendo. For a goalkeeper, you've never seen that hat almost fly off yet. It seems to be glued to his head. He's never really had to dive in the second half.
No, not at all.
It's brilliantly run up the field by Hook. Hook can go all the way, but Shepherd intercepts brilliantly. Now, again with Herbert. Herbert in towards Wilkins. Wilkins with plenty of time. Goes towards his manager,
Looks
Wilcox.
like we're going to see a cross.
But Josh doesn't show the quality there. And you can see the whole bench getting on the defender, complaining for handball. Didn't really look like though. His hand was down. Kilo now picks up the ball in the midfield. Plute can just
Callum making a
drive
lovely
his
run.
team on.
Oh, just couldn't get to it.
And now, yet again, we see another break in play, almost for another substitution you'd expect. As the ref is going over towards the bench, I think we are going to see a booking.
We're going to see another card?
Yep, looks to be the way. Not sure if it's for Luis Cantello. Perhaps he's too young to get a booking. You can see him being the shortest one there. But instead, just seems to be a talking to. And the Wilcox 11 can restart now. Switches the play in towards Robinson. Brilliantly brought down. Drives the ball in the box.
Oh,
The quality isn't there in that cross.
it's almost bent into the far post.
Yeah, he would have needed that. He definitely didn't mean it though. That's what the Wilcox 11 are beginning to need. Just that bit of luck. That bit of almost magic to get them back in towards the game. Heading strong as Nick goes back out wide towards Smith. Both of them have played the full game so far. They haven't really taken any breaks. They don't look tired at all. As we mentioned, they could get tired legs, but they seem to be under complete control, very relaxed on the ball, and switched easily out wide in towards Glanville. Glanville can go up the line if he wants towards J200, but opts against it. Hook towards Nerdfire. Nerdfire now plays a lovely through ball in between the lines in towards Plute. Plute returns in kind. Down the right hand side with Raj. Raj plays the ball into the box, but he hangs on to it, he stands still, and it's easily intercepted.
It looks like Ginty there.
By Shepherd.
Just lost the ball.
Now, Wilkins can drive. It's a poor ball.
It seems like Kilo and Raj are going to be the ones that are coming off here.
Yeah, it was a short but one great time for Father Wilcox 11 seeing Kilo up top. He really actually had a real effect on the game. He also had that gravity in the fact that they had to put a man to him the whole time.
Yeah.
With two new subs, two more attacking players again coming on. That was J200 to go back up front. As Hook here.
We're still waiting to see
Coming out
that
the box.
J200 goal.
Absolutely. He did score the final goal of the Conquest Cup last time. Could he get it today?
Could put the nail in the coffin today.
O'Brien then gives the ball away and Shepherd takes the throw on quickly. Brought down well by Wilkins. Wilkins again with that roulette. They are loving it today
They
from
love
both
it.
teams doing a roulette. Wilcox now goes for a no-look pass and it just skids past Bezaps. What do you reckon is causing the problem in this? Just making that final pass.
Yeah, definitely.
Ball goes long from Kendo, but easily passed up the line. Now, can start again with Bezaps. Bezaps looks to find his forward, but he just can't get there. Now. Oh, and he makes it look so easy there from Blue. Beats two,
he's going
beats
all the
three.
way. Oh, just couldn't find the finish.
And he just, the way he's dropping a shoulder, he makes the game so simple. And a quick but short start as we get, it looks to be another break in play. As Josh Wilcox sadly is going back to management. He had a short, but we wouldn't say successful play as a player. No, he's going back to his role as gaffer. How do you think he played?
I think that cross, you've got to look at that cross. It has been a highlight of the game. Unfortunately, couldn't convert from it. But
And now a Greeler
got a chance here.
and J200, they just couldn't decide who was going to take the ball there. And another miss it at the back from there from Hook.
Just
Again,
about managed to pay off.
the composure from Nick plays. Makes it look easy and looks to get the ball up wide to O'Brien. The idea was there, just not the final bit of quality. Now Shepherd in towards his fullback. In the midfield now with Wilkins. Oh, with Phillips, my bad. Can he drive his team on? He does. He does wonderfully. Now, Phillips. Shows a
Driving.
burst of pace.
Wow.
with the captain's armband. He wants to show the leadership, but he just couldn't get on the ball. Now O'Brien with plenty of time. Can he look up and spot up a decent ball? He decides not to and run down the line, but it's too much for him. And that looks to have potentially strained his calf as he begins to hold on to that.
You just hear a few shouts down there to keep it simple.
They don't seem threatened in any way, do they, the Father Wilcox 11? Yep.
Not at all.
Wilcox
Not yet.
really need to score. They do well getting the ball in up to about the halfway line point, and yet they just don't show any pizzazz, any real bit of stardust.
Yeah, and this is about the time that we need to start to see the comeback kick into effect.
Now, out wide. Drops a man, but just couldn't get his second individual battle won from Herbert. So now it's easily to Agrila. Agrila on the left-hand side. Skips his man. Looks to do a Trivella pass, but it just doesn't work out and hits his defender. But he still retains onto the ball. And O'Brien just can't seem to get a hold of the ball there.
And he's off.
Now, Robinson with plenty of time to drive the ball up the pitch, but Smith shows his strength. And Robinson now again, he's pressing. What a challenge that is! Puts Hook under pressure, and he has to clear. And the ball can release, get to Glanville. Glanville with a poor clearance. Allows Wilcox to break up the attack with Herbert, but Herbert didn't exactly know what he was doing. Strange silhouette turn.
Yeah. A lot of space there on the right.
For O'Brien, and intercepted by Shepherd again. He's come on in defence and he's really changed the game. He's making sure if you're going to make that fast pass, you've got to show quality. And now, can he go all the way?
Look at the distance that he managed to cover there. Incredible.
And he just couldn't find his teammate.
Unfortunately.
Perhaps he should have been more selfish and gone for the strike.
I would have.
Because now he runs all the way back to defence. As we see another few couple changes. Ali Clapham back on the field after his own goal. That's mentally, he'll be trying to redeem himself.
Definitely.
Can he pop up with the goal early or get the equaliser? It'd be a great story. A great comeback for him. And now Shepherd again wins the ball back.
Oh, just
Couldn't hold on to the ball.
unfortunate
No,
touch
nerd
by
fire.
Shepherd.
Gets intercepted by Shepherd, but he's going to still be onside because Shepherd last touched the ball. And O'Brien didn't show, didn't look confident, didn't look like he was ever going to score there, did he?
No. Looked like another hopeful shot.
It was hopeful, it was inventive, but no reward. Hurst looks to be opting not to take the goal kick and he's going to let Shepherd take it from short. He does. Shepherd goes towards Clapham. Ali Clapham looks to play it up wide. He does. Now, Burnop. He's again another player that's probably struggled today, that yet had a good performance in the last one. Perhaps he's taken the Father Wilcox team almost for granted. J200 now. Can go all the way. He shoots from the halfway line.
Whoa.
And that would have been something.
It really would have. We are still looking for that halfway line goal this year.
Or if they could top it with a bicycle kick, I think we'd all take it.
Yeah, we'd take a bicycle kick, definitely.
But we're not getting the crosses in yet, sadly. We've got to remember these aren't professional players. They are social media
Yeah.
or content creators.
Content creators, yeah.
So we won't judge them too harshly. Ball goes back towards Bezaps. Bezaps gets intercepted easily, and O'Brien can break here. O'Brien gets absolutely outpaced by Shepherd, but a lot of trust shown in towards Hurst. Hurst goes up towards Wilkins. Wilkins made that look easy. It's a lovely flick back into Josh Wilcox, who's back on the field, wearing the Robinson shirt.
A little no-look flip there.
It's a lovely ping, and it's well brought down by Burn Up. Burn Up into B-Zaps. Burn Up sadly just hasn't got the legs to make that forward ball. If you're looking at the man of the match so far, who would you potentially give it to?
I think Plute's definitely up there for the Father Wilcox team.
And for the Wilcox 11?
For the Wilcox 11. For the Wilcox 11. I think Shepard's come on and he's slowly creeping up and doing his part here.
Yeah, he's shown in the last 10 minutes real quality, real composure. He's an assistant coach who wants to show that he knows what he's talking about. It's a lovely turn there. Made that look simple. But the ball can't get to J200. And Killeen gets fouled. His position seems to constantly changing as they go early, but Wilcox. The ref's going to pull it back for the free kick. So the ball was moving, so the free kick didn't count.
Could have potentially seen a goal.
It's what we all want to see. He could be on the box there, but we'd rather see him take it and just go for that Ronaldo moment. He's the one we want to cheer for today.
Yeah, definitely. He's put on a great event.
We'd also love to see Father Wilcox get on the field, but he doesn't look like he's going to be stretching anytime soon.
Last 5 minutes, come on.
We'll take a penalty even, if we could. Potentially. It seems unlikely at this point in the game, but we don't know for sure. Stranger things have happened. Easily cleared by Nick Players. And Burn Up couldn't show his quality there. Give him a little soft pass back to him. Kendo. He's played many charity matches before. Recently played one that raised awareness for the charity Mind. He's made it look simple. He never looked out of place as the ball gets smashed into B-Zaps.
Yeah, I do have to say he has been a great goalkeeper there.
B-Zaps and Burn Up passing in between each other as they go back now in towards Shepherd. Nice little 1-2 between Shepherd and Wilkins. Burn Up offers the pass out wide, but the constant ball rolls from Shepherd. And he finds Wilcox. Oh. And you just want to see him bring it down and score.
What could have been?
As we see, both teams have shown the quality with the Agrila here, just like getting the ball into front of third, but just can't seem to score. It's a brilliant switch of play, but Brian couldn't stay on side. And he couldn't bring the ball down well enough either. Must be mentioned the leadership from Kendo. He's constantly communicating to his side.
Yeah, constantly just giving them instructions and motivation. Oh, that could be costly.
And again, it's ricocheted in towards Wilcox. And he goes over the top of Kendo, appealing for a penalty.
I think he tried to get a little something.
Tried to con the referee. I would argue he should be booked for that one. Now he's pressing from up front. He's doing the hard yards. Trying to pressure Smith, but Smith makes Burn Up look foolish for going down. That's a brilliant forward ball. And well saved by Hurst. Raj just couldn't hit it sweet enough. Couldn't really test the keeper. Agrila now. Out wide. Plenty of people in the box. Beef Reddick shows out wide, but he beats him easily. Agrila! Oh! It's a lovely run from Agrila.
Beautiful run by Agrila.
Again, we're saying in the first half he didn't really have the touch, but now every time he gets the ball, he wants to take on one or two players and really show some quality out on the left-hand side. Seems to be his real position, not really the striker role.
The ref takes a look at his watch. It is approaching crunch time here.
It's do or die time for the
Yeah.
Wilcox 11. They don't seem to know it. They're not getting the numbers forward. You know, you're looking with just Wilcox up front as Shepherd easily shields off the ball. Players need to get up the field. You know, nothing against Josh, but he's clearly not really the target man role that's going to win the headers from the long ball. And doesn't need to be coming up the back. They need to get the ball in the final third. And Smith plays it down wide in towards O'Brien. Again, Shepherd's been everywhere, hasn't he, since he's come on the field?
I think at this point in the game, we need some over the top through balls.
Absolutely.
Over the top through balls.
Something J200, who's evidently taken the corner, has been trying all game. You know, sometimes it's been too early, but he's shown he can really hit a clean cross and a clean pass, as we see it from the
Josh
corner.
is just anticipating this corner. See, they've only got 2 defenders
Ball
back
gets
if they
crossed
manage
in.
to get this out.
No real quality there. Yeah, for it. Like, no one really showing much movement in the box. They all expect it straight to him. It was a good ball. If you can get the ball to between over the keeper and find it on the back post, you know, that's on the team for not scoring them.
And Josh still there waiting in the centre. Could we see a counter here?
There's a poor hit from Ploot. Something we've rarely said today.
Oh, and they just can't get the counter started.
Oh, it's been intercepted. Can he find a Greeler? And cleared away by Ali Clapham. This is not where the Wilcox 11 want to be. They need to get the ball up the field, and they're having to defend in their own half. Again, you mentioned earlier, it's just Josh sitting back, and the Father Wilcox are going for it. Now, here we go. It's 2 against 3. 2 against 4 as the overload comes on the right-hand side. It does find Josh Wilcox. Ethan decides to give up the run.
It's all on Josh.
Yeah. And he's done it.
He's done it.
Josh Wilcox
Has got his goal.
gets his moment. He finally scores in his charity game.
And the top's off.
He takes off the shirt for Robinson. And he gets booked at his own charity game.
Legend. Legend. Legend.
He's done it. What a moment for him. Yeah, this has all been... The whole point of why we're here is to raise money for the British Heart Foundation after the tragic loss of his grandfather.
And it's great to see the organiser get a goal, isn't it?
Yeah. Almost feel if he had like a shirt and an appreciation to his grandfather would have been something lovely. Instead he's gone for his teammate Robinson, who he's had to nick the shirt off of.
Got a mate do.
As his own shirt is being currently worn by Wilkins. Now Agrila. Towards Smith. Smith with plenty of time to choose an option. Goes towards Fredix. It's a lovely little flick. And O'Brien with the nutmeg.
What's going on here?
And he goes for a roulette. We were in towards our lay time and he just decided to pull out all the flicks and tricks. Shepherd towards Wilcox.
Turning the bit into
And
FIFA Street.
Wilcox can go for a second. Just get the ball to him. The confidence is up. His posture is up and he looks to get the ball into the box. And you almost want him to be selfish. Just shoot, Josh.
Yeah. Just have a
Don't
crack,
worry
test
about
the
the
keeper.
pass. Absolutely.
See if he's still awake.
Now can they find him on the set piece here? Ball was going to be crossed in. But I would like to say Phillips. Phillips getting everyone in the box. Even Nick Hurst has gone forward. Can the keeper score? He's drilled it back.
Go on, keeper.
And Hurst, and Agrila goes towards the challenge. And now they're just trying to get it up and away, but they can't seem to get it out of their own box. Brought down by Burnop. Burnop with time to shoot.
Oh. Just not enough power.
Absolutely. Or accuracy, it was straight down the middle. And the fans are asking Smith to shoot,
They
and
want
you
that
don't blame
halfway
him.
line goal.
We all want to see it. He's pulling out all the flicks and tricks. Oh. And he drops Shepherd. And now FIFA Addicts. Oh, and Shepherd recovers well. You say if Shepherd hadn't been on the pitch, could have been about 3 or 4 more. Easily getting through on goal. Can't believe a fake throw to almost the other team there from Phillips. now. With plenty of time on the edge of the box, Agrila picks up the ball. Agrila looks for the 1-2. Just doesn't get it back, but can Ginty shoot? He cannot.
Good
Now
feet by
Burnock can
Ginty,
start
though.
the counter-attack
They try to get forward.
and just panics. Josh has hurt his ankle. You can see it in the way he's running. That's not what you want to hear. But again, if Burnock just looked up, it was 2 against 1. Now Wilkins flicks it over Agrila. Chests it down. Ball's now down on the right hand side. Bezap's thrown straight into the box. Can't find it, but Wilcox!
And that is time.
And that is that. The game finishes 5-3 to Father Wilcox.
And ladies and gentlemen, there is a new title holder of the Conquest Cup.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant day. Dale, thank you for everyone for coming. And we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. But Father Wilcox, they get their revenge. Almost an embarrassing scoreline the last game, but they showed tremendous
I'll definitely be proud. of the
resilience.
scoreline.
Absolutely.
This is a massive improvement to last year's game.
In coming back down from 2-0 down, they win 5-3. And then you see Father Wilcox hugging his son, Josh, who did score what was a lovely goal, albeit a consolation. But that's not why we're here today. It was to donate money to the British Heart Foundation. And that was the main reason for it. Father Wilcox 11 are going to lift the trophy. And what a day it is for them. Sean, what were your overall reflections on the game?
I loved every bit of it, to be fair. I wasn't here last year, but coming here this year, it's been quite a good watch, to be fair. And, you know, like you said earlier, the whole reason we are here is because Josh has set this all up, and it's all for, you know, memory of his grandfather, was it?
Yeah.
Grandfather. So, yeah, to put on an event like this, you know, it's inspiring. As I said, I'm thinking of my own one as well, and Josh has been amazing to talk to about what goes into running something like this, and it's not a small task at all. It's a massive task. So, you know, to see him bring everyone here today and set everything up, it's been amazing. And, you know, while we're still here, obviously you can donate if you do wish to. You know, there should be a link down below in the stream. And, you know, give what you can.
Absolutely. You know, Josh does want to set up his own charity within the next coming years. And you can see when he puts on a brilliant event like this, you know, you don't see why not. As everyone comes over to see the players, and there will be an interview on the touchline.
And Glanville has given away a sock, by the looks of it, to a fan.
You do see a shin pad or a boot, but never a sock. The young lad must be buzzing to even have something there from the YouTuber.
Callum Glanville's sock.
Again, thank you very much for being here. I've been Cameron Wilson.
And I've been Sean Archibald.
Thank you.